What's up guys, this is going to be another pickups video, and I've got quite a lot of games to go through which pretty much all came from my local game store, which I didn't know existed up until very recently. And this game store is a retro game store, so they do quite a lot of good deals. It's not a very big store, but they have a lot of the old gen games. So I'm going to start off with N64, and I got FIFA World Cup 98, and this is boxed with all, I think it's not been opened, still sealed. So I got this for like £1, which is really good. A lot of this stuff is from the pound section. So it's kind of cool to add to my N64 collection, because I don't really have many boxed games, so I definitely have to get this. Next up is FIFA 99. I had to get another FIFA game. I don't think I've played this one, especially on the N64, but it is boxed and it's got the manual and stuff, which is very neat. So this is ISS Soccer, or International Superstar Soccer 64, done by Konami. Wasn't too much into the ISS sort of lineup, but I have played them, a lot of the older versions, not particularly the N64 one. But yet another game, for the box collection. The last thing I got is V-Rally 64, the V-Rally edition 99, or V-Rally 99 edition. I had this on the PS1. I never played the 64 version, but presumably it'd be very similar. I used to be quite into the rally games, especially Colin McRae on the PS1, so I'm sure I'm going to have fun playing this. That's the N64 what I got, and they were all £1, so that was what, £4 for the whole thing. And then onto the Mega Drive, I only got 3 games, and once again from the pound section. So first things first, another sports game, EA double header. Never played this, but I used to have like Madden NFL for the Mega Drive, and used to play like NHL games for the PS1, and they were always fun. So yeah, this is all boxed and complete, which is pretty cool. Next up is Wrestle War. I've never played this. I don't think I've ever heard of this before, but this is kind of like Sega's own wrestling game, which was released in '91. So pretty cool stuff, and that's boxed with the manual. I can't wait to play this, because wrestling games are always fun, especially the older wrestling games. Right, last Mega Drive game is a loose copy of NBA Jam, and I did have this ages ago, like boxed and complete. And the NBA Jam game's always fun. Like I even like playing some of the new ones. Or what was that new one? It was like an arcade version based on the old NBA Jam games. But yeah, they're always fun to play, and I'm glad I got this back on my collection. The cartridge is not very good, in not very good condition, but it was a quid, so can't complain there. Next up, we got the PlayStation games, and yeah, like again, most of these are from the pound section. First up is Parasite Eve 2. and this was actually bought from my girlfriend, and she left it here just to put into my collection, which is cool. So this was $14.99 in that retro shop, and it is boxed and complete, and the condition seems to be pretty good. Few scratches on the disc, but it is a black label. It comes with the mummy. And I've never played Parasite Eve 2. I played number 1, but very briefly. I never got really into it. But Parasite Eve reminds me of a cross between sort of Final Fantasy 7 and 8, Resident Evil. Yeah, it just reminds you of those two games, I guess, with the static backgrounds and sort of the turn-based and survival horror-ish, which is a pretty cool game. So glad to have this and can't wait to play it. Next up is Tomb Raider 3 Adventures of Lara Croft, and I used to have this back in the day. I used to have the sort of Lara Croft Tomb Raider collection, sorry, for the PS1, like 1, 2, 3, and there was another one. These were always fun to play. Shame it's loose, but it was only £1. Next up is FIFA Road to World Cup 98, and this is actually one of my favourite FIFA games. I'm not so much into any of the new ones, only the old sort of PS1 generation or N64 generation. Yeah, FIFA 98 with Beckham on the front. This is my favourite FIFA game. It had awesome soundtrack. You can do the indoor football as well, 5-on-5. So that was good. 5-a-side, whatever. But yeah, Die Hard trilogy next up, which is an awesome game based on the film. You don't really get some pretty cool ones, but this pulled it off because it had the 3 different style of games, of gameplay. So you had the first person shooter, the driving one, kind of like Crazy Taxi, but you got to disarm bombs, and what was the other one? The other one was like a third person shooter. Yeah, I mean, I used to have the demo and I played that like crazy, so got to have this in my collection. Next up is Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22, and never really got into the series, the Dragon Ball series, but my girlfriend insisted me to get this because she's got this, and it's basically just a fighting game. A not very good fighting game, but yeah, Dragon Ball Z, so gotta get it, I guess. Alright, next up we got 2 items which aren't games, but they are cool little things to have. So first up we got the Halo 3 Warthog, and this was going pretty cheap, £5 in the local store, different to the game store. It was like a comic store, which also had some figurines and stuff. I really wanted the Ghost, but they didn't have the Ghost, so I was a bit disappointed. But the Warthog looked pretty cool. The detail on it is not bad for a little sort of statue thing, and I think it will go nicely with all my other figurines. It kind of makes me want to play Halo again and drive the Warthog with like someone on the gunner side, so that's cool. So yeah, Halo 3 Warthog. Next up we have something pretty cool which I've seen online before and I always wanted to get a pair of these, and this is the Star Wars chopsticks which light up. They seem pretty thick chopsticks, but they are designed as the lightsaber itself. This is imported, Once again, I got this from another local comic store, comic and figurine store, and yeah, this one's the red one. It's got the Darth Vader, and my girlfriend, she also bought one. Well, I bought her the Luke Skywalker one, which had the blue lightsaber, and she got me this, which is the Darth Vader one with the red lightsaber chopstick. I'm not too sure if I'm going to use these. I might just keep this in the box just for collective purposes, but if I do, I might make a video of it. I don't know yet. Pretty cool stuff though. Last but not least, which is something a bit different, we have 2 board games. First one is the Walking Dead board game, and actually my girlfriend bought these 2 for us to play and to keep in my collection, which is very kind of her. Never really got into board games too much. I suppose in the past I have, like, you know, as a kid, Monopoly, you know, the generic board games, but something based on, you know, a program or a comic is really cool. Something that I didn't think we would do much of, and we actually played this, and it is a fun game. It does take a lot of time, so I mean, we didn't end up completing it, and we had played like an hour and a half of this, but the concept is good. And I actually did an unboxing of this, which I need to put up at some point, just to show you what's in the box. And I think this was around £35 for this Walking Dead board game. Pretty cool stuff. Next up we have Game of Thrones card game, and this is just a simple sort of half-an-hour game, kind of like, I can't really explain what it's like. Reminds me of Uno in a way. So yeah, Game of Thrones. This was, I think, like £20. I can't really remember. But me and my girlfriend played it one time, and yeah, it was pretty fun. I think this would actually be more enjoyable if I actually watched the program, because then I would know the characters on the cards and stuff. But this is something I need to, you know, start doing, is going through all the Game of Thrones seasons, because I know there's a hell of a lot, and I've missed so much. So that's that. That's the board games, the actual video games, and the 2 sort of collectibles. So that's it for my pickups recently. Quite a fair few stuff. Most of them freaking football games, EA, FIFA football games, but you know, they were boxed. So hopefully I'll pick up some more stuff soon. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video.